Go over how to use Amazon Poly and Amazon Translate to make something that could translate any input and speak it out to you in the language of your choice. We covered most of this in class, and most of this recording is going to be of our class time. But the recording was cut off a little at the beginning, so I'm going to explain what to do here. The first thing you want to do, go to this web page. The link's going to be in the description, and you want to create a poly directory where you're going to store all your files, and you want to create a poly HTML file. And basically just copy this file. Um, and the first thing you want to do, separate from that, is create a JavaScript directory. And you want to separate the JavaScript in here from the HTML itself. So your directory structure will look a little something like this, with a JS folder and a CSS folder, where you're going to store your separate JavaScript and CSS files, and then an indexed HTML file in the top of the directory. How you want your initial JavaScript file to look like. It should just be the JavaScript from indexed HTML separated onto a separate file, but if you need a reference, you'll be able to see one in a couple of seconds.
So yeah, what we're going to do is this text here, he's going to fill it in at runtime. He's going to grab it from the text area, and he's going to put it in the speech format and pass it. There's a couple of things we can do. We can change the voice. I've used Matthew. This Joanna is also pretty nice, right? It's Joanna sounds. There's a bunch of different voices you can choose, and you can Google it. You know, Poly voices. You get a big list.
Or you can go to
For Hindi, I used Ravina or something like that. It sounds pretty authentic, actually. All right. Not that I'm an expert in Hindi. Okay.
You know,
Sorry?
there's an option for Indian English, by the way. Did you know that?
Yeah, no, that's Ravina. That's
Ravina?
I think that's Ravina. Because with Ravina, yeah, I think this is Ravina. You can ask Ravina to speak a Hindi text, which you get from transcriber.
Okay.
Or you can ask it to speak English, right? Because you can do language edit from UTF codes. And
I want Cookie Monster.
I don't know, that's not there.
Yeah, that's
But you can create one. Maybe you do that. I don't Cookie Monster voice.
My Waze app used to have Cookie Monster as the
Hey,
guy.
do that, and maybe it gets like a billion hits, right? Okay. All right. So, So that is going to fill in. Where's the transcribe? Where are you getting it?
Get to your destination.
There you go. Text.
Let's have a-
You're filling it in. Okay. Speech programs. Poly. Where are you getting the? I'm trying to see.
Oh, I have
Iteration.
man.
We're going to change all this, but we'll run it with it for now. Okay. Where are you getting this? Oh, there you go. Okay. Cognito. We're not going to use Cognito. Instead, let's go to your console, Amazon console, create a user called poly user, which you'll remember to delete later on today.
Okay.
Because you're going to generate access keys for this user that you're going to bury in this program, which is going to be exposed to the whole world. And so after it goes to speech, someone can just get the access keys and keep subtracting tons of speech, and you get for it. But you'll be surprised how cheap it is, While he's doing this, one of you can actually look up how much it's going to cost you. I think Poly is per request, 15 seconds. I don't know, it's very cheap. All right, there you go. Go to IAM, create a user. Create a user called Poly Experiment or something like that. Yeah, no, you make sure you know how to delete that, right? So say, you know?
You can just delete it on the terminal.
Okay, make it.
Console,
Okay,
yeah.
all right, only programmatic access. You don't need to give console access because that person is only going to ever issue these API calls, right? So when you create users for services like this, and you don't expect them to log into the console, don't give console access. It's always tempting to see what you've actually got rather than saying this is an endpoint. Why? So the fundamental object-oriented programming is to hide things in a good way. You've got
make a group or?
No, don't add it to a group.
Okay.
So just go to policies, attach policies in the previous screen. Attach policies and give a poly, type poly, and give all poly access for now. Right? We just want to make the thing. So here's the thing. I think one of the things that I found when doing it, and you get better at it with experience, I think. When you're futzing around, wiring things together in the cloud, just do it inside of a sandbox as root. Don't mess around with permissions before you have to. It's hard enough getting the logic and the wiring right without having to worry about the permissions. So get everything working, and then start thinking about, okay, this is my final efficient architecture. Now I can see what's the minimal amount of information that flows through these pipes. That's all that I'm going to. So I think that's the most efficient way to do it.
Can I ask you if I did not, so I was getting an issue, if I didn't click, didn't check the box for command line?
Too far.
You were just talking about that, don't check the box for command line? If I didn't check it and I try to go command line,
You try to,
Is it
as long as
giving
you
you-
had, as long as you
will
had
it still give
programmatic.
you, will give you an error if you don't check that box?
If you don't check the box, you'll get an error.
When it doesn't come up, okay. I couldn't decipher it, okay.
Oh,
That's
I
maybe was
see.
my problem. It didn't say command line error, it just said, region not, wrong region or.
Oh, yeah,
it's not
I see. I've
available
never
to
tried
region.
that. So,
That might have been my problem.
Ted is saying that if you did not allow for programmatic access and you tried to do programmatic access from the command line,
Command line.
it does not say permission denied. It gives you something
You know,
else.
it says access denied,
Oh, it does
but it's not sure why. It says, well, maybe this region doesn't support it. It's just very.
Oh no, but that's deliberate. That I think is part of the Unix philosophy. If you don't, if you don't
No.
get the password right,
Yes.
don't give.
Well, the password,
It's the same, right?
everything was right, and I don't check the box for command line.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is access denied, right? So you don't want to give any information out. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, ideally, wrong information. Yeah. So I think I would say that's the right thing to do. All right. So have you done it? Have you got the access keys?
Oh yeah.
All right. Get the access keys. They're right there.
Oh.
Actually, it's better. Just show it for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Leave it there. Don't download the CSV.
Yeah.
Right now, go to your JavaScript file. Actually, before you go to the JS, I think open another tab. Go to Google and say AWS credentials using access key. I think it's just dot new AWS dot credentials access keys or something like that. But you'll find the syntax, right? You never remember the syntax. Okay. JS, or just say, Google for AWS credentials JavaScript. Okay, yeah, click that. Click the SDK. All right, let's see. Do we have, where's the constructor? I want to look at the constructor. Does it have a constructor? Access key equals, okay, all right. AWS credentials. Okay, all right, good. Good, and it has access key equals, and then I'm pretty sure it must have a secret access key equals. Okay, good. All right, so let's go back to your JavaScript. Yeah. All right, where you have that, you say new AWS credentials. Is that what it is? Is that the name of the constructor? We got to remember that.
Yeah, I think so.
Not cognitive identity credentials. It's just AWS.credentials, isn't it? And then the constructor will have to pass those two things in.
AWS stuff.
Access key ID. I think it's, yeah. What is the syntax for passing it in? Do you pass it in as a dictionary or just like that? It's JavaScript. I always have to look this up.
It's a string. It's just a string.
Yeah, I think it's just passing the access key ID, comma, the two strings, one after another. Yeah, not a dictionary. Okay, go. Yeah, there you go. And forget about session. All right, so let's go back. AWS.credentials. Yeah, go back to that other thing. Okay, all right. So give it your two access keys there, whatever you copy. That one, yeah. And then, yeah, I don't think you need to name the parameters. It's just a string.
Okay.
Can someone look this up for me? Is that the way to create credentials? AWS credentials? Is it the right syntax? But we'll try it anyway. All right, comma, and then the secret access key. Okay. All right, so you put there US best 2. All right, so that gives you the credentials. There's the speech parameters. 16K. One thing you need to be worried, keep in your mind is that only English, I believe, you can look it up. Only English supports 16K sampling of the speech waveform. I think the other languages are just 8K waveforms. So you just ask number samples.
That same page you have for the class, if you scroll down, there's example.
Hmm?
There's example, in case you want to know the.
I'm sorry, what is it?
That same page that you had the class AWS.credentials, where you will.
Oh, you mean the
create-
web page? The web page.
No, that's just the docs.
I'm sorry.
You were looking for examples, right? How to create. You can add, if you scroll down, there are more examples.
I see. Oh, wait, yes. I'm so sorry. It is a dictionary. It is a dictionary.
Yeah.
It's a dictionary.
Yeah.
Okay. But maybe is it possible to overload constructors like this? In JavaScript, have either a dictionary call or I don't know. Let's try it our way first. But
You can
keep this
do it
open.
with this
Thank you so much. Keep this open, right? If it doesn't work for us, we'll use this call. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. So go back to your JS. I think we're ready to go, right? Let's go back to your index.html. So go back. Yeah. So is it saved? Save. All right. You got the text. You're gonna. All right. Okay. Save it. Now open space dot, space dot. Yeah. So that will open the current directory in your Finder, right? Now index.html is the file that. Why is poly.js not in your JS directory? Isn't that where you included it from?
I thought it was, I created it in there.
You just drag it in there. Okay, yeah, all right. So index.html is the one that we want to look at. You can actually open that in Safari. Just double click that, open that in Safari. Okay, all right. So this is the index.html view source here, or you can, VI or Emacs or whatever it is, index.html. So we can change that. Open up a console window here with your index.html. We'll actually restyle it in, open up your
How
terminal.
do I do this? Or open a new terminal window?
Yeah, open a terminal.
Uh, in Chrome or what do you mean?
No,
Like just in general?
terminal. You have a terminal, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Get a smaller version of that and place it side by side next to that Chrome window.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, and then we can increase the size of the font. And you can reduce the width of this guy. Okay, yeah, that's fine too. Because that's where we're always trying. Okay, all right. So you can it's a CD to poly, a CD to whatever it is, desktop poly. So tilde slash desktop slash poly.
Is it not poly? Oh,
Okay, that's where we are. So you can vi index.html. Okay. All right. So this is what. This is this page here. You can change things here. You can make that box bigger if you want, but you can basically type something in there. Type in, triple click and change it to hello CS55. I hope you can hear me or something like that. Yeah, type in whatever you want.
Hello CS55.
All right, so and now let's try and change this a bit more, okay? So here's what we can do. Go back to your JavaScript. Go back to your JavaScript, and now you see what happens is that it gets your speech, sends it to the other side, and receives an MP3, and receives the MP3 and writes it to a file, and then it gives you a button to play it, right? So that's all it is. Roundabout. You want to know how to capture the microphone?
No.
Right.
Actually, is there a way, probably for a moment, to summarize what exactly you took from the poly.html?
Uh-huh.
What exactly the keys that you need to add?
Uh-huh.
And
Yes.
what changes you are making in the poly.html?
Sure. I can do that.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah. And you can tell me, what's the sound? Where's the sound from? Is this from your computer? Not my phone, right? Sorry. And if I'm not answering your questions, just let me know.
Thank you.
Is that okay? Do you have enough space on your? Is it recording?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, is that okay? So I can just answer.
Yeah.
You
want me
can pause
to
it if you
just-
want, but that's okay.
Okay.
So anyway,
This can, this
oh, actually, leave it on because maybe this question
That's
is
true. It might be
relevant.
helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where do we get the keys actually? Can you show them where we got the keys?
Okay, so they want to see how you got the keys, the access keys. All right. So here's what he's doing. So he's going to make a call to Poly, and in order to make a call to Poly programmatically, because it's a billable service, it's not free, right? Hey guys, you gotta, you're really close to the microphone, because that will, and then the online students will complain. No, they don't complain. They're very nice. Okay. Right. So.
Yeah, I got it from the user at user.
Yeah, it's a billable service, right? It's not free. Therefore, if you're going to make it available to random people to use, they gotta be accountable to someone, right? They gotta say, I'm using it. When you're providing it to them, you're implicitly saying that you use it, but I will pay. That's basically what you're saying. If you put it up on a public website, you're using anyone to use it, you're allowing anyone to use it, but you're saying I'll pay for it, right? Which means that your access keys have got to be buried inside of the app somewhere. Because it's not going to work for just, some no access key at all. It's not a free service. Because resources are
how much
consumed.
is it?
Poly is actually consuming machine resources to stitch your MP3 together. Yes? So it cannot be offered for free. I mean, they can give you a taster for free, but it cannot be offered for free, right? So right now we're in free tier, free. But if you look at how much it actually costs you, you can look and Google AWS Poly pricing. It's very, very, 15 seconds costs, I don't know. You get an awful lot of Poly for free.
So, again, the idea of poly, is poly, it's converting audio text.
It is converting text to audio. It is going to speak what you type.
I see.
And then not what you type, it'll speak whatever you give it to speak. So the goal is that you will use, in your ELIZA program, you'll have strings to respond to the user, right? Instead of responding in a window, you can just give it to all and have a response in ELIZA. That's the goal.
Since Poly they
That's what we're going to do now. We're going to give it anything that you can play.
costs money when you click it, right? So why don't we, what is the output from Poly? Is it also an
It's
MP3?
an MP3.
So if it's hello CS50 whatever, store that in your own hash whatever. So that is free for now. So every time you need hello, you just grab the free hello.
Yeah, that's every time you need the exact same word, you would use that.
No, but don't but what I mean is don't invoke Poly again since we are
Yeah, but
programmatically.
you're right, but you can only see that if you want to be saying exactly the same thing over and over again.
Exactly.
Right? It doesn't help you. What you really want is to be able to synthesize arbitraries. Right? You have
Is that just what I am using?
newspaper.
Sorry, what?
Just what I am using?
But that's
This, yeah,
that's
yeah.
all. But
Yeah.
that's because you're entering a text from the US Constitution. There are a lot of words that are repeated. So
Yeah,
what's
that's okay, but why use Poly? If you have something like the U.S. Constitution, I would get someone like Whoopi Goldberg or Oprah Winfrey or someone to read it. That's a much better alternative to use Poly for. Yeah, to use Poly for that, right? So you would only use Poly for things like automatic transcription, for verbal transcription of
on
all
the
the text.
fly.
Yeah, like call center. Call center. You have a bot generate your call center response, and then your Poly can speak.
What I'm trying to think is that how can we monetize because in our application.
I don't know how you can monetize it. I'm just showing you how to build with it, right? So I mean, you can figure out a million ways to monetize it. I'm not an expert in that. Okay, so are we good to go? Good to go now? You get the access keys and we just bury the access keys into the JavaScript. And unfortunately, the view storage, you can actually see the access keys. So the thing that we have to remember is that here, now go back to your in your IAM, go back to the place where you have the list of users, and you want to go to the security credentials. I want to show you this thing really quickly. So services IAM. There you go, first one, IAM. Go to your list of users. Okay, now you got this Poly user, right? Now click on Poly, Okay, now click on security credentials. Okay, all right. Now, you can set up a user. This poly is very simple because it only has poly. But eventually, we're going to have an ELIZA user who would need permissions for poly, for comprehend, for translate, and for transcribe, for AI services, for heavy-duty AI services, right? And so you're going to have to give a bunch of permissions to this user. ELIZA, this poly only has one permission. Now, if you're going to have a demo of that on the hackathon day, or to anyone really, to a VC or someone, you want to enable the permissions. And then later on, you don't want to have the permission. Because when you're sleeping, someone could access your access keys from the JavaScript. And they could manufacture tons and tons of requests from a call center in Vietnam. Right? You'd be paying. And by the time you wake up in the morning, you may have a bill. So you don't want to leave your access keys dangling, especially when you're given full access, right? So easy way to do it is just before your demo, just go and make this guy active. And immediately after your demo, you don't have to change anything. Because setting up these permissions, individual permissions is a pain, right? Making sure, just set it all up the way you want and make active. And when you're done with the demo, make inactive. So that even if someone hacks into your system and keeps issuing lots and lots of requests, they can only do it for the 1 hour or 2 hours that you could have been online. That's not a huge hit for your wallet. Does that make sense? Okay, so that I think is a good idea. All right, so I just wanted to show you where this is because it took me yeah. All right, let's go back to your index.html. What we'll do is we'll make some changes to your index. This is your
This is
JavaScript. By the way, there is something very similar to this for Translate. You can look for Amazon Translate service, right? HTML, translate.html or something like that. You'll find something very similar. Send in a text, and here you're getting an MP3 back. There you get another text string back. It's even simpler, right? Yeah. So, and then it's a UTF because that text string you can actually inject into HTML, and if it's in Korean or Chinese, it will actually show Korean or Chinese. Right? So you can get an English string, and without using transcribe, you can basically say translate it into Korean and have it appear in Korean. And they can type a response in Korean. You can take that and have it appear on your screen in English.
Translate.
Yeah, almost in real time. So you can have two people talking to each other through an app. This person is talking in Korean and listening and not hearing. Okay, leave poly and transcribe out of it, right? Just text using only transcribe. One person who is basically reading Korean and typing Korean. The other side is reading English and typing English. It's like John Searle's Chinese room experiment. So there is that person thinks that he or she is talking with another person in Korean. This person thinks he or she is talking with another person in English. But neither of them can speak each other's language. It's just that Amazon. So that's a nice little app to do, right? You can do that now, and because it's just one service. You don't even have to use Poly there. But with Poly, what you can do is make that instead of give them Korean to read, you can give them Korean to listen to. Right? And this side is, and then you can and really cool. There is a bunch of websites where you can get animated GIFs of famous characters like Trump and Mona Lisa, and animated GIFs with the lips moving and the eyebrows moving. But you have programmatic control over the frames when you can make these animations happen in GIF. So they have JavaScript hooks into these GIFs. So you can grab one of those GIFs and use that JavaScript library with your speech file. And when your speech file is playing, Mona Lisa will be speaking with her lips. Right? So that's kind of cool, right? It's very simple and straightforward to do. It's just those are things that you can do during the hackathon. It's a really cool demo, right? We record that and we post that on YouTube. Then next time, Teresa will say, "Oh my God, I got like 10 sections full. Everybody wants to try and do this thing." That's kind of cool. Because it's kind of cool, right? Because you actually see no text at all. It's two figures talking, and then they can't, They cannot mutually, they're not mutually intelligible. They can't talk to each other face to face, but they can talk because of this thing that they have. Hey, I'm sorry. Okay, so what we want to do here is we'll take one step in that direction and then we'll do transferring, okay? I'm so sorry I got sick.
It's all good.
Okay, just increase the size of this window so that we don't have wraparound.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So let's try and do something. Here, what we have is that we have textures, and we're going to simplify this HTML. Okay, so here's what we'll do. All right. Let's get rid of the controls altogether, and let's get rid of the controls. Get rid of that. And do we have the, and then we need a button. All right, so let's, wait, no, we need the, where's the text entry? We need the input. We need to keep the input.
Okay, so get rid of.
Maybe, this is a time when someone who's CSS, HTML, facile with it should come and help. But that's okay, I'll talk you through this if nobody volunteers. And get rid of, you got a button? Speak text, synthesize. Call it something other than synthesize. It sounds so, I don't know. Robotic. Yeah? Let's be more human here. Yeah. Say something. Or say it. Say it, man. Say it. No, we're going to use Joanna. Say it. I just say it. Okay. Say it. Okay, and then let's change the input, autofocus size 23. Let's just actually change that into a text area, okay? So you've got more things to type in, and you can copy and paste the entire document if you want, okay? So change that into, slash, from the input tag, change it into a text area tag. And then, give it an ID. Oh, ID is text entry, that's fine. Value, get rid of the value from there. Yeah, get rid of that and put it and say placeholder equals enter your placeholder equals enter your text here. Right? Or say what do you want? What do you want? Say what do you want? Let's just be more informal because you say it, right? And then obviously we don't want this paragraph that says enter the text above and click synthesize. Let's get rid of that. Yeah. Okay. What do you want? That's a placeholder. The ID is text entry, and you got a button right under that text box. Okay, so you need to close the text area tag. So get to the end here. Yeah, and say slash. Oh, you can close it like that? I don't know. Okay, all right. Can you close it like that? A shorthand like that in HTML? I don't know. Is there an HTML? We'll see. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Is that okay? All right, good. Now let's get rid of audio playback controls. And then that too. Source ID equals. Get rid of that, and then the audio element also. Get rid of that entire. No. We need the script. Just get rid of the line that says audio.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Great. Now say it. What do you want? Okay. So now what we have. Change the title. Now, it doesn't have to be AWS SDK, so just say save. The title could just be save. We're going to have some fun styling it, okay? Let's do a little bit of CSS. Okay. That's why I wanted a separate window here so we can change it and then refresh and see this change immediately. Okay, great. Now, load your JavaScript because in your JavaScript, speak text is going to be called when the button is pressed. But before you do that, make the window half size and have the HTML, the window, the browser on the other side. Okay, there you go. And then, excellent. All right, now have the browser, your page, this index.html page. Where's that on the browser? Poly.html, there you go. Is that the one?
Wait, it's in a different.
Where is your HTML
Yeah.
page? There it is, okay. And decrease the width of this so that you can have them side by side. Decrease the width a little bit, not so much. Okay. Now refresh that. The styling should be gone because we got rid of the style, right? So refresh this page. Okay, so the styling is all gone. That's fine. Okay. Now let's go here and style it. So go to your index.html. And now we want to include where's your index? Is this your index.html?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's include a CSS file here. So go in your head here. Okay. So what we want is to insert a CSS file. I think style tags style is src equals. Hey, come on, hey, you got to help me out here. Okay, so this is right. Src equals. So we're going to create a CSS file. What is it? Poly.css. Poly.css. CSS/poly.css. Something like that. Okay. That's CSS. And what else do you type?
I'm checking.
I think link href equals. I think it's link href equals. So yeah, I think it's link href. So open another tab and go to a window and say Google Fonts for a sec. Google Fonts. Google Font. Did we do this once before? Google Fonts. Pick an interesting font. Google Font. Yeah, just fine. And just pick an interesting font, and it'll also tell us the syntax for the right syntax for the font. Okay, let's pick a nice little font here. How about this? This looks good. Yawn. Yeah, Wuhan. Yeah. How about this one? You want to do this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
How do we do this?
So just add it to your cart. Okay. Now here, click on family selected. Okay. We just need to copy this into your thing. So copy that thing. Copy. And then we just need to use this in our file. We'll keep this open. Go back to your HTML document and go to the top and head. You paste this where you just got it. No, get rid of the entire line. For now. Yeah, paste that. Paste what you just got. That's the line we need, okay? So now copy that entire line, put it on the next page.
Wait,
Paste it in one more time.
okay.
Okay, indent it properly. Increase the size of the width of this window. I don't know. You have to stop it running. Okay, great. Now change the href to CSS/poly.css. Href equals. No, you got it right. Yeah, change that to starting at HTTPS. Oh, I see. You want to do the fancy thing, but then no, not so fancy.
No.
All right, okay. Go CSS/. Well, you could have done this course. That's fine. All right, so that's fine. So we've got the style sheet. Now, save and get rid of the next line. Style lines. We don't need that. Okay, clean it up a bit. Okay. That one, yeah. Move that one down.
Oh my god.
There we go. The blank line. Add. Okay. All right. Excellent. Thanks. All right. Let's create CSS poly.css now. And so the page starts looking nicer. And then after we've got that looking nicer, the button is already wired up. What we'll do is in poly, in the callback, when we have the MP3 delivered to us, instead of saving it in an MP3 file, we'll just create an audio object and play it directly. So as soon as you press the button, it's going to play what it's going to say, rather than create an MP3 and wait for you to get it. So we'll just do that stuff because that's going to be essential, right? Your phone. Oh, my phone. Oh, it's the lyrics. Yeah.
Yeah. Missing in danger.
Dismiss it.
Where?
Yeah.
I don't get those anymore.
You don't get that?
No.
I get it on my phone. Oh, it was clear.
I have Twitter.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we got the CSS file. You got that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the CSS file. So what? Go back to. Can you have Can you swap buffers in Vim like in Emacs? You can go from one to the other. We want to go to index.html and then come back here, and a few times. All right.
I'm not
So
sure.
Control Z out of this. I'll show you how to do this. Control Z. Control Z. So it's still there in the background. So now do less of index.html. Yeah? Oh, no, you don't
Oh,
have
this
this?
is in a different directory.
No, CD poly. And hit Control L to clear the screen. Always. No, CD poly. CD to poly.
Yeah, I'm in the CSS directory under poly.
Oh, you are in the
Yeah.
CSS directory.
Yeah,
Hit
it's
Control
just
L.
that
Hit Control L. Okay. so last dash c dot slash index.html. Dash c dot slash index.html. Yeah. Why is
It's in the poly directory. Right? It's just in the. It's just in this.
No, do pwd. I think you're in the wrong place, man.
No, I'm in
pwd. All right, so you're not in the CSS directory. So,
Oh, you want me to stay in it?
Hmm?
Oh, I okay.
Yeah. Okay. So make dir CSS.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have a CSS directory.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So let's.
I was in it before. I thought you wanted to go to the top.
No, it doesn't matter. Just do lots of index.html on the current directory. That's fine too. Okay. So what we want to do is let's do a bunch of styles. Okay. So go back to your. So the thing we want to style title, body, and one more thing. There's a button and there's this text entry. So button class equals button default. Give the button an ID. Is it possible? Give it an ID saying button. Give it an ID. Button. And then you have an on click there, right? Yeah. Give it an, oh, you do. It's all tight. Yeah, but give it an ID so that we'll find it easier to type. Style it. Is it okay with you guys for us to be playing around with this, or would you rather we just go on and do translate and other things? I'm okay. We have a lot of time because from now until the end of the quarter, we're just going to be playing around with it. So we have a lot of time.
What's the ID called? What's the ID called?
Oh, we call it something. Call it say button or something like that. Say underscore button. Say button. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, now you can go to the CSS file. FG, because it's already in your. This is your CSS file.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So the things we want to style are title. No, for body. Type body first. Body. Okay, and then open brace, close brace. Let's just put in all the things we want to style, and then we'll come back to this. Okay. And then, we'll put the brace on the next line so that we're going to fill in all the things, okay? Yeah. Okay, and then what else? Title. And then text entry box. What was the other thing? Type.
Wait, what was the texting called?
Text entry box. I think that's what it was called.
Okay.
All this you can control Z out of it if you want.
Yeah, let me check.
Oh, you can do a refresh right here. You got the index.html right there. Refresh right there. Refresh here.
Oh, yeah.
Refresh here. Yeah, okay. View source. Oh, okay. Much better. What else do we need?
Text area.
Text entry. ID equals text entry. Because we don't have a convention yet. We have to do this. Text entry. And now we need a hash before the text entry because it is an ID, not a class or a DOM element. So just put in a hash mark before text entry. Hash, not dollar. Okay. What else? We have a button, right? What was this button called? Yeah, say button. Hash say button. Okay. All right. Now, go to the body. We'll just do a few very basic customizations so that you know what to do, right? Go to the body and say font family, font hyphen family. Go to that Google page and then here it is. Yeah, here it is. Geon Sung cursive. Copy this. Here.
Oh.
Triple click and copy. Yeah, okay. Put it there. Got your font family. And say font size. Let's say the text on this page is going to be reasonably big. Let's make that 24 font size, 24 px.
This one?
Yeah. Maybe color. You set the color you want. Gray, green, red, green. Yeah, okay. Does it need to be a string or is it just a word?
Hello, boss class. This is a great class. Hello, boss class. This is a great class.
Who's this? This is Joanna?
Actually,
Joanna's voice?
this is Python. It's in Python.
Oh, I see. But how do you play that in your browser?
But there's nothing in the browser. Playing that in
Oh, it's Python running on your desktop, on your laptop.
any device.
Yeah, nice. All right, great. I think green doesn't need to be in quotes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now title the title, just like, yeah. Oh, and say that for body, say text align center. Let's have everything centered. Text align center. Yeah. Okay, all right. Title, just say font 32 or font size 40 or 30 or something like that. 42, yeah. Okay, you can leave that alone, or if you want to change colors, it's fine. Add shadows. Okay, this is the bit that we want. Text entry. Let's say the width of the box is 200 px, 300 px maybe. Width 300 px. No, width colon 300 px. And then the height could be, I don't know, 100, 200 px maybe. We'll try and change all this later, right? Change, say scroll, overflow, auto. Overflow, colon, auto. Is that enough? Oh, font size maybe, yeah. Say, or text align center, maybe put everything, maybe that doesn't inherit, right? So text align center. Oh, margin. Oh, actually, everything is centered, right? So
I think so,
margin.
yeah.
Say padding, have some padding inside because it's not tight.
Okay.
Padding 10 px. And then margin also 25 px or something. So things are separated. Okay. All right. A button, say, give it a width and a height. I don't know, 50 maybe. Okay. Give it a color, background color, whatever you want.
Is it just BG color?
It used to be called real-time mode, but it's like if you install this, you can see better.
Yeah?
It's a real-time whiteboard, so everyone can access.
Oh, I see. But you haven't installed this?
I just go it's a SaaS, it's free, it's on mobile browser.
I see. Well,
It's a
why
real-time
don't you post
whiteboard.
about this? Why don't you post in the forums, right? And then we'll read it.
Yeah, and you can just use it.
Are you finding it hard to read this from out there, from back there? Can you increase the font size? I think that's the easiest thing to do, right?
Yeah, but this is but this is all, but this one you can.
Yeah, but it's all the additional logo about one more dependency. But we want to have ASCII dependencies as well.
Because I've used it with computers.
Yeah, but most of the rest of us haven't, right?
Like what's called last time.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Thanks. Okay, all right. So good. So refresh the page. Save this. Refresh the page. See if your styles are reflected. Can everybody see the screen? Hey, try. Can you see the screen? Try. Good. Can you see the screen? Yeah. Okay, John, you good? Okay. All right. Refresh the page. Not
Yeah.
in the source. Oh, is this it?
No, this is the page.
Oh, this is a page. Oh, there's a bug here. Okay, in your HTML, there's a bug in your
Probably,
HTML.
yeah.
Go to your HTML. Gina, I thought you had in your FG in your background, so that's fine. Okay, let's save that. What's going on? Button. There's a button. Body. Come on, go back here to your HTML. Head, body, div. This div closes. Where is the button? Oh, here's the button. Okay, so code. Oh, I bet this is not working then. This close tag is not working.
Yeah, I don't think so.
All right. So go back and change to that to a slash, proper tag. Oh, okay. Save it and refresh. Are you good, Suwan? Can you follow what's going on?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Wait,
All
so
right. Try that. Try now.
where
Hang
does
on,
the
something
first
I'm
one
missing.
end? Yeah.
Oh, you gotta close the tag. Close the tag
Do I
here.
just close it there or?
Close the tag here. Yeah, close. Okay, everything is good? Save it. Refresh on the other side. Okay. All right. Okay, so we got some basic interface going with some orange button saying Now you can copy and paste stuff in there. But however, is it ready to go? So we need to go and change the JavaScript. So go to the JavaScript. Yeah, poly.js or something. This is all being recorded, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. So fantastic. So even if we don't manage to get to everything. Okay. All right. So poly, scroll down a bit. Okay. All right. So signers, okay. So you got that. Where's the MP3 inner HTML? So where is it getting the MP3? Hang on. Inner synthesize. Okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. So this URL contains the poly MP3 file. It points to the poly MP3 file that we need to play. So what we'll do is in here, go in here, and give me an open line there. Actually, here, we will do it in the else. Actually, that's where we're supposed to do it. Right? Go to the else, because there's no error. In fact, can we refactor this a bit? So just say if error this and then return, right? Just return right here. Go to the end, return. So we can save some indentation. We do this in my programming class, in C++, because indentation is always cognitive work. Okay. And then get rid of the else. No. Hang on. Okay. So get rid of the if error. Yeah.
Oh, you're just saying.
Print a console log.
Right.
Print a console log there, and then return.
Okay.
And okay, there. But before return, print a console.log. Console.log, speech synthesis failed, or say failed, look into it, or something like that, right? Because you don't really care. We can look at the log and then debug it. Something failed. Okay. Good. Return. These things you can unindent now, right? Okay. Let's make sure that we got all the braces and everything, right? So, hang on. This is a function. It's not indented. All right. So yeah, starting from the if down there, all of this belongs to that function. So that means we needed 4 spaces in. Can you do that? Is that possible in VI?
Is it not?
From if era, from here to here, everything should be 4 spaces in from S, because this is all part of that function.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
How do you do
Is that
that?
too much?
We went in 8 spaces.
Oh, it's 8 spaces. Hold on.
It's okay.
What just
Yeah,
happened?
all right, do it. And then the log and stuff is also indented.
Yeah.
4. Okay. All right. Now this guy, the brace and the brace in the closing parentheses, the smiley guy, that needs to be indented with S, because it's. Maybe we should just follow the Python style, which is just hanging everything off. That's kind of cool. So that's right? So that's okay. So that function closes. That's the close of the function, and then that's the close of the function, and then that's close. Okay, that checks out. Is this the end of the function? This is the speaking save function. That last brace there. Is that the end of the save function?
Yeah, I think so. Or end of the speak test.
Now let's go here to your URL, right? So what we want to do is, let's say audio equals.
In the same line, or?
No, on the previous line, we're going to get rid of these 3 lines. Audio equals new audio with capital A. No, space, new space. We're creating a new audio element dynamically, right? A URL. Right, and make that let audio or bar audio, right? Just create a. No, not there. That's new. Here, this variable.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Now audio.play should technically play that audio right now, right? However, the way that audio works in HTML and JavaScript is that it returns a promise. It doesn't play it because it's asynchronous, right? Because it doesn't have to wait until the audio is played. Although you can track it, you can say when it's played prior to this event, right? But so what it says is when you say play this audio, it'll say yeah, I'll play it, and it returns a promise to you. It doesn't actually play it immediately. But what you can do is track that promise and find out if it succeeded or not. So that's what we can do. The syntax for that, we'll just say audio.play for now, right? Just say audio.play. And if it doesn't work, we'll do the promise syntax. I need to look it up. The audio, yeah, okay. Get rid of the next 3 lines. Okay, let's try this. If the audio doesn't play, then we'll look up the syntax for, audio play promise, and then we'll wire it in. Yeah, and say something longer than just what do you want, okay? So say, hello class, this is an experiment with Polly, I hope this works. Type it all in. And by the way, my name is Eliza. And by the way, my name is Eliza. All right, so let's see how it pronounces proper names.
Hello class, this is an experiment with Polly, I hope it works. And by the way, my name is Eliza.
Okay, there you go. Right, so, except that I thought you had Joanna in your JavaScript.
Oh, I don't think we changed it. Yeah, we haven't changed it.
Oh, I see. Actually, other cool things you can try here is, so there's a language code you can set to Polly. Polly can speak in Hindi, right? Or German.
Let's do Korean. Let's do Korean.
You want to try it? We'll have to find some Hindi text on the net. We'll find it. Okay. All right. So try Ravi. Is it what is this?
Raveena.
Raveena. And then I think there's a language code. I think it's
this is Indian English.
No. Oh, actually, let's try it. Let's try it in Indian English, and then, but I want to try Hindi, right? I want to copy and paste a Hindi document or a German document, something else, right? Let's try that too. But let's try this really quickly.
Hello class, this is an experiment with Polly,
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Did you have it in your? Yeah.
The text?
Just type something else.
No, I
Right?
didn't.
Just copy something from here. So for examples of how fonts can be. Yeah.
For examples of how fonts can be added to web pages, see the Getting Started guide.
So I'd say it's done a pretty decent job of training. Okay, let's try a different language altogether, right? Let's try a different language. But in order to try a different language, you need to set the language setting. That's all. Okay, so go to your JS file. JS file, and I think it's language code. Hey, has someone looked into? Has anyone looked into the language code? What is the parameter that you give for language code? Suppose I want, let's say, German. I want Polly to speak German.
German is the
No, but what is it? What is the dictionary? What is the dictionary key? No, that's the dictionary value. But I want to know what the site is.
I'll find it.
Which one? On the other, I think this is something called language code.
Like setting the language.
Yeah, key. Yeah, the key.
target language code. Target language code.
Is capital L?
But that's not Python.
It's language code.
What is it?
Language code.
Lowercase l?
Capital L, capital C.
Oh, and then what is the value?
For German, you said?
Yeah.
D dash D.
D dash E? Both lowercase?
D lowercase and D uppercase.
Alright, cool. Alright. Let's, no, not Raveena. Let's pick a German speaker. So do you have a list of German voice names?
I can find it.
And then, meanwhile, go to a browser window, look for a German newspaper, just grab some text off it. Is there anyone in this class who can recognize German? Anybody?
I mean, I can, but
Oh, actually, let's
I can understand it, but I can recognize
Yeah, what about Mandarin? Please, can someone here speak Mandarin?
I speak Mandarin.
Okay, all right. Why don't we do this? All right. So, yeah, forget about German. Can we change that to? Hey, Hitesh, can you tell me Can you tell me the code, language code for Mandarin?
Larry, I think there's
Or-
an extra semicolon. There's an extra semicolon after the language code.
Where?
Oh yeah. No, the syntax error.
Oh, over here. Yeah. I see. Yeah.
And I think let's wait for what is it? We can basically pick that off a drop down, right?
CMN dash CN.
CMN.
Lowercase
Uh-huh.
dash CN uppercase.
Okay. CMN
Voice.
Dash CN voice.
Oh, the voice is
CHIYU.
CHIYU. Chiyu. Okay.
Oh.
Is that it?
no, it's ZH.
Oh, ZHIYU. Yeah. Okay. ZU. Okay. Let's try that. All right. Now, go to your browser. Go to a Chinese newspaper or something, right? I'm sure we can find lots of text there. Okay. So go to a popular. What do you think is a popular newspaper which has lots of text on the front page?
Baidu.com.
Baidu.com. Just go to Baidu.com. Yeah. Okay. All right. World Journal. Okay. Just copy the first thing. Yeah, that thing, and put it there.
Oh, these are
Some
not.
static text. Oh, here. That's red stuff. Red stuff.
Oh, it's an ad. It's an ad.
I don't know.
It's Trader Joe's.
Is it Trader Joe's?
I can see that there.
Where? I haven't seen Trader Joe's.
It's there. 2240 Trader Joe's something.
Oh,
Wait,
there
so
it
in
is. Yeah, I
Chinese?
see it. No,
Oh my
It's
gosh.
straight up the bush.
Click on just one article.
Hey,
Just
cool.
click on one article on the left. I don't know. There's a lot of articles, right? You know?
I don't know. We want to speak complete words of Lao Tzu or something.
Just get the headline.
Yeah, just give
There
me
you
a
go.
line.
Yeah. Confucius say. All right. Great. Did you base it? Okay.
Ah, let's go.
北京
家
Oh no.
取消关税。
Oh, I might need to refresh it. I might need to refresh it again.
Hey, refresh it. Yeah, refresh it.
That's what you wanted, right?
北京市华府取消品第一段。
Pretty cool.
Is that right?
That's correct.
Awesome. Okay, there you go. So you can basically wire it out programmatically and say this
But
site
he
will
didn't
be.
finish everything, I think. He only said some words, not all.
I don't know. It's under development, right? It's
I didn't say the whole thing.
You think so?
Yeah. Click it again.
Yeah, I think it's really
Yeah,
short.
maybe.
北京市华府取消品第一段。
协议。
Maybe there's a funny character. Maybe it's a funny character. This character is probably throwing it off. Get rid of that dash.
Is that
No, that's the one.
One.
This one.
That means
That-
one.
they
it's
read
not
that.
that.
Maybe there is an invisible character here.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
There's an
Yeah.
invisible character here.
I cannot read
Yeah,
this
kill
here.
that. No, I think it's one more.
北京市华府取消品第一段。
Let me see, I cannot read.
No.
必须带协议。
北京之华取消去。
关税。
Some words it didn't say everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I found this problem.
These are the last two characters.
Yeah, I think this side of things is probably being worked on.
It's really interesting.
But basically, that's it. You know, it's that simple. You see how we write it out in like less than 10. Well, I mean, we had a lot of chit chat.
I mean,
but if we didn't
yeah.
have chit chat, like 10 minutes, you would have been done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, and the cool thing is that now you've got it speaking. You can do translation too. So let's. You want to try translation? Right? So you type something in English, it's going to translate into Chinese and speak it. How's that? Let's try that. Okay. All right. So go to Amazon Translate. Look for examples. Yeah, examples. All right. No, I think that's no. All right. Let's go to Google and say translate web page HTML example or something like that. Oh, AWS Translate. Sorry. You go to Google and ask for translate. It's not going to tell you AWS. No. You know what? Let's lift it from here. let's lift it from the poly. Because for poly, they'll have both on the same page. I hope that's JavaScript.
It is able to find the JavaScript.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, this will work. This will work.
I don't think that's the issue. I think
Okay. Sorry?
user can't access the whole
Okay, so this will work. Okay. All we need really is that line here. Create a resource because you've got the AWS toolkit already, the SDK. You know that line where you had source HTML equals equals. You've got that. So you just need that line to create a translate resource.
Wait, where do we put this?
So here, what you would do is go into your JavaScript.
Wait, do we put this in the
JavaScript?
This?
Hmm?
This line?
Yeah. That line.
Okay.
That line.
For sure.
Where's your so further down. By the way, you got to remember to go back to your user and give them translate privileges also.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Right now they only have poly.
I'm assuming it is
Translate. So not there. So yeah, you save that line. Go further down. Oh, I see. That's where you are. Speak text. For now, even though it's called speak text, we'll change the name of the function. Don't call it speak text.
Okay.
Call it process text.
Okay.
Remember to change it to the HTML also.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, before you create the JSON for speaking, above that, the first thing you do is translate. Right? No. Even before the JSON line. The translate should go before the JSON. Oh, I see. You're putting it there. Okay. Now, here you have speech parents.text equals document.get element, right? So you want to say text equals right at the top. You say text equals this.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Var text equals. Var text equals.
Yeah.
Equals. You copy that document.get element by that entire thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to understand what that means.
No, you have it right there.
Okay, so
Here.
that explains it. I think I just.
Oh.
Yeah. So now it's. Yeah, I have. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's awesome.
Okay. Can you do blank line there? Okay. All right. You can get rid of this and you change this entire thing to just text for now. No, you don't have to because you're gonna use the return value of translate to put there, right? So leave that there for now. Here's what we're doing. We're basically hacking here. Okay. All right. Now, give me a couple of blank lines here because that's where we're developing code right now, right? Okay. Push this into. Yeah. All right. So if you go, okay, over there. Before the speech params, before you even get to the speech params, we need to translate, right? So go up there. Yeah. Okay. There. Okay. There you go. Indent in. Okay. Now go to that web page you have where you have the example. All right. So here you're going to construct, create translate params. Var translate params equals this entire thing. Just copy that and put it there. Okay, text equals, not input text, it'll be text, whatever that you got. Translate params equals text colon text, not input text. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Source language code, I think it's, we're going to type in English and then we'll get it back in Mandarin. So, just translate support, yeah, obviously it supports Mandarin translation. Okay, all right. So say, what is the source language code? Hey, Hitesh, can you look it up for me? He's gone. He's gone home? Did he go home?
No, he's there.
Oh, he's there. Okay, all right.
en-us.
En-us? Okay, type en-us within quotes. Yeah. And then target language code, I think is cmn-cn. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, go back to the web page. It'll show us the call syntax. Oh, you don't have to exit it.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Okay. All right. So translate text. Copy that entire thing and go there. So you see what we're doing, right? We're just lifting code from here and there and just stitching it all together. And that level of power is now within everyone's reach. Okay, just push it in. Now what we have to do is because translation is an asynchronous service, you tell it to translate something, and it'll say, I'll let you know when it's done, I'll give you a call back, which means that we cannot do speech recognition. Hey Jenny, are you going home? Is it 10 o'clock already?
9:35.
Oh, is Jenny gone?
9:30.
You're going? Okay, alright. Yeah, but because she was, with her backpack and all, I thought she's gone for the day. Okay. Alright.
That clock's an hour fast.
Yeah, I know, someone's got to change.
It's an hour fast, not a half.
Okay, if data, right? If data, this is what we're going to say here. This is what we're going to try and speak, essentially. So copy that entire poly part and put it inside the if data part.
Like all of this? Starting from the speech
Yeah,
program?
starting from there. Yeah. So we also need the JSON parameters, but we'll get that.
Oh. I'm sorry, I pasted it in the wrong spot.
Okay, if data, we got speech parameter text is not this should be what you got from data.translated text. So this shouldn't be document.getElement by ID. It should simply be what you got translated. So get rid of this thing here and say data.translated text. Are you like totally tired? Because I've been.
No.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Data.translated text. Okay, so that's what it's going to try and speak. And then the language setting. Did we make sure? Oh, the JSON with the language setting, I think it's still below there. You didn't copy that.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So copy that and put it in front of the. Okay.
Over here?
I put it. Is there auto indenting? Oh, it did. Okay. Well, you know what? Text colon double quote. Just change that to text right here. You don't have to assign the value. Just say data. Oh, yeah. You can say data.translated text right there. Here. You say data.translated text. And then get rid of these 3 lines, all 3 lines.
Oh, just get rid of it?
Yeah, we don't need any of those lines, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the data back from the translator. We just pack it into another object and send it off to Poly to speak in the target language, which is Chinese, right? But what was typed in was in English. Let's give it a shot.
Translate param.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Translate param up further.
Yeah. Go further up. Mike's saying that you're missing translate params. This should be translate params, not params. Well, you remembered that. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Give that a shot. Let's type, hello. Ni hao. Let's see if we got the right intonation.
Intonation.
Yeah, because it's a tonal language, right?
Oh, is it?
It's not making any noise.
What happened to the button? And why is the page all messed up?
Oh, I think I changed the width of the window and stuff.
Oh, change the height of this window to, let's say, just 100 px, right? I think it's too. Did you actually drag and resize it?
Yeah.
Oh, why? Oh, just put it back.
No, I mean, like, that's why.
Oh, is it? I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah. So
Something with the
you've got to play
format.
around with the layout at some point.
Yeah.
Make sure you have breaks and everything. Okay. So hello is not working. So Command Option J will open up the console and you'll see if there's any error. Okay. Speak text is not defined. So I think we called it process text instead of speak text. So change that to process text. Hopefully that should work. Fingers crossed. Okay.
Oh, in the HTML, yeah. We haven't edited, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Abby. Did you find that?
But there's no Hebrew. No Yiddish.
Okay. All right. Moment for the task. All right. Let's see if it works. Hey, is this being recorded? Oh no! I'm sorry, all my students.
There's Norwegian.
I didn't know you were. Is it not recording? Why don't one of you guys? I think one of you guys would actually take care of this.
Yeah. That's true. I could just go through
but
it.
this is higher priority than your personal projects. Y'all seems like dependent on these videos.
Why are we doing this?
We forgot
But you can do this at your home, in your own time, at home.
we forgot to add the permission.
Oh, permissions.
Yeah.
Where did it go?
He's got to add translate permissions. You know that user he created, Polly, with the access keys? Those access keys don't have translate permissions. They only have Polly permission.
Did you
Where did you get Polly?
He put Polly.
Okay, I remember seeing that.
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah,
These are the permissions, right?
See, Amazon Polly full access.
Yeah, there you go.
Now he's got translate full access too.
Oh.
Okay. All right, try it now. Saved? Everything is saved? Okay. Trade, hello?
Oh.
Error calling translate. Validation. Value CMNCN is not allowed. This is some other code for Chinese. Can someone find out what the code for Chinese is? For translate, it's not the same as calling. Alright? ZH? Yeah. That's for Chinese? Amazon translate Chinese code is ZH? Yeah. Okay, alright, try that. Try ZH. Wow. How come English is EN hyphen something?
No, I think that was for poly. That was for poly. The CMS was poly.
Oh, I see.
And this is-
Wait, so maybe the English one is. The English one is fine too.
So it's just a ZH?
Translate one is.
I think English is also EN.
Oh. EN, yeah.
EN.
EN.
You don't need the U.
Oh, that makes a whole lot more sense. Yeah, okay.
你好。
Let's try Hindi. Because as I was saying, what is your name in Hindi? Yeah, I know a few sentences.
HR?
That's like not the new part.
Okay, let's say. So in Hindi, आपकी नाम क्या है? Let's see if this is right.
Okay, what do you want to try?
What is your name?
What is
your name? Unfortunately, this is not example. This is my language.
That's true.
Say it. Nothing?
Yeah, I think.
Need to refresh it?
Did you refresh the JavaScript?
I think so, yeah. Maybe the code's wrong?
There isn't a console error either.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird,
Change
yeah.
to DE for German.
Yes, it changed to German.
Okay.
Is it DE for German?
Yeah.
DE. Alright. Well, how do you say, what is your name in German?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. But we need to know beforehand, right? Otherwise it won't matter.
We hate Tido.
What's the name?
We hate Tido.
Wait, I think it's because it has the Chinese voice.
It still has a Chinese voice?
I think so.
Oh, because it has those, yeah.
Yeah, that's why it sounds
You gotta
weird.
find Lotta. Lotta, this is a Danish speaker. I saw that name.
Lotta? Like
Yeah.
L-O-T-T-A?
L-O-T-T-E.
Okay.
I think so. When he was browsing his names, I saw Lotta. It was under ZU or something.
We hate you do.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Anyway, so that's it. So, guys.